slideshow. Then, okay, again, the second law. Let's look at the figure on the right side. As you see from the shape, how can I describe this shape as we said in the first law? What is this shape?
Ellipse.
Ellipse. And the orbit, we call it?
Elliptical orbit.
Yes, it's elliptical orbit. As you see here, how many focal points you have here? How many?
2.
2. But the sun could be located at one of them. It's not at the middle like the circle. Okay, now, as you see, this red colors point. Can you see that? This red points in the orbital path. It's the first of them at A. Can you see it on the left side? The distance now from the Earth to the Sun, very short. Can you see this? Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at a point B, the distance between the Earth and Sun longer, as you see here. Tamam? Okay. The time taken here, we call it T2, as you see here. The time taken to finish this area, T1. Then, can you compare A1 and A2, the shadow area here? What can you see? A1.
A2 is longer than A1. I mean, is longer, like the distance.
More narrower and longer, right? While A2, it's shorter and wider. Tamam? Then, if we compare each others, they are equal. Tamam? Why they make it in a shadow? Did you remember the car? عندك شو الماسحة? When you clean the glass, the earth sweeping the area similar to the عندك الماسحة on the glass of the car. Did you understand me? Sweeping the area. So here, these two areas are equal. Okay. But here, the distance between the Earth and the Sun are very close. So what do you think here? The force will be more than the force at B or less? عندك A و B. هنا farther وهنا closer. Where is the force more? At A or at B?
A.
Oh, excellent. So at A, the gravitational force will be more than at B. Why? Who can tell me the reason?
Because it's closer.
Because
Great.
it's to the sun.
Because it's closer, means the distance shorter, so less distance, more force. Less distance, more force. So that means what? Is it directly proportional or inversely proportional? The relation. Direct or inversely? Short distance, more force. Short distance.
Direct because it's
direct, short, and more force. How is direct? Inversely proportional or directly proportional?
Inversely proportional.
Inversely. Yani one of them more, another factor less. Inversely. Short distance, more force. Okay. I will compare this with the magnetic force. You studied before in the middle school. When you have a magnet, and this magnet very close from a tiny pieces of metal, so the magnet can attract these tiny pieces of metal easily. Correct? If you take the magnet away for more distance from these tiny pieces of metal, can the magnet attract them easily?
No.
No.
Cannot.
No.
So more distance, less force. More distance, less force. Okay. في another question here. قلنا at A now more force because less distance. Then how is the velocity of the earth will be? Will move from this point, يعني will move at point A with the high velocity compared with B or less velocity compared with B. The velocity here more or less than B. هي more force.
And which one?
هتمشي بمور velocity ولا less
So it
velocity?
will be
Less
less
velocity.
velocity.
Think twice.
More velocity.
No, of course more. Because
Yes,
it's
of course
older,
more.
So it needs,
Who's that?
Yeah.
Give me your name. Me?
Sarah.
Sarah, thank you very much. Of course more. Why?
Because the distance is closer and there is more force.
More force, more velocity. Like when
Yeah.
somebody pushing
So it
you.
needs more velocity to move.
Yes, when there is a car, people's pushing with more force will move with more velocity. Did you get me? So
Yeah.
the earth will move with the more velocity from area 2. تمام? But from area 1 will move slower. Will move slower on area 1. So my question here, the time taken to cross A1 and A2, same or different? The time
Different.
taken.
Different.
Think it wise, think.
What do you mean? The
انت
time?
عندك هنا
It's
look at
kind of the same.
if the time taken to finish, can you see A2? A2
Yeah.
has a longer arc. شايفين هذا الارك؟
Yeah.
هذا longer. زين بس هي هنا faster. Remember this. And هنا بالبي الارك shorter. بس هي هنا slower. So this is why the time taken for both will be equal. The time taken for both will be equal. Again, in A, the arc longer. Can you see that? But here the velocity faster, while the arc in one shorter, but here slower, moving slower. So the time taken to finish both area are equal. This is why the earth moving around the sun in uniform motion, like what we studied in circular motion, moving in uniform elliptical motion around the sun and finish one cycle. How many days needs to finish this elliptical period? Elliptical orbit, sorry. How many days needs?
365 days?
Yes, 365 needs to finish this elliptical orbit around the sun with uniform elliptical motion. Okay? Long arc, faster, same time with shorter arc and slower. So if we go to the Kepler's law, we will see here, what did he say? Ammo Kepler, he found that move faster when they are closer from the sun and move slower when they are farther from the sun. So when I need to ask you about second Kepler law, you will tell me this information and you will talk about imaginary line. What is the meaning of imaginary line? This is the red color inside from the sun to the earth. We call this line imaginary line. Imaginary line is scanning or sweeping through equal area in the equal time. Equal area in the equal time. And this is what we conclude when we talk about this measurement. So at the end, second law can give you information in the period T1 taken to finish the narrow area A1, which is same the narrow arc. It's equal the time taken to finish A2 with the longer arc, but both area are equal. Okay? Did you get the point? Did you get the point? Fair enough? Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, is there any formula for Kepler's first law and second law? No. Only description and find the relation between time, area, distance. Got it? Go to the third law. As you see here, third law will talk about two planet A and B, which is both of them moving around the sun. Moving, هذه sun, هذه A, this B. As you can see here, there is two different distances. RA, okay, والlonger هو مين؟ RB. Okay, what do you have here? You have also what? Two orbits. 1D orbit B. Okay. How can I move with the problem solving? We will take examples for problem solving to solve it, like this design means he will give you information about the sun, and there is two different moons or stars moving around the sun. There is two different radius, and there is two different time, of course. Look at me. For each star or moon need time to finish that orbit. So the information will be given to you, time and radius for A and time and radius for B. One of these four information will be missing, and your mission to find the missing one. Okay, which formula Kepler's used to find the relation between these four informations? And the third Kepler's law. In the third Kepler's law, there is a relation or ratio between RA and RB equal to the time A and time B, one of them to the power of square and the other one to the power of a cube or 3. Okay, as you see here, what I need from you here to keep this formula in your mind. To keep this formula, to keep this formula in your mind. What is the meaning of A and B? A means the first moon. So when I bring to you any question, I will give you the name of the moon or star. As you know from your experience, satellite also moving like any moon around the Earth. The satellite give you channels, so the scientists send the satellite to move in a uniform orbit around the Earth. So we can talk about satellites, moons, or stars. Some question could be as the Earth, the center, and the moon rotating around the Earth. And there is satellite and moon around the Earth. Or sometimes some question give you the center will be the sun, and there is different moons rotating around the sun like Mars, Earth, or Pluto, and so on. No more two will be given to you in one question. And the information which is required from you to know the relation between the period for moon 1 or moon A and the period for moon B, radius, and one of them will be missing. Okay? If your notebook in front of you, please write this equation so we can start show you how can I solve the first problem. Okay, yalla. Move forward to the first example. As you see here, there's new names or strange names for you. Titan, this is the first name, which is I will take the first letter to use it for T and R. Okay, the largest moon of Saturn has a main orbital radius. So what the question gave me, R. As you see from the given, R. Titan, the first letter, which is T, equal 1.22 times 10 to the power 9 meters. Okay, go to the question again. The orbital period. He gave me the time for Titan, the second information for the moon, which is how much? 15.95 days. So go to the given, you write it as T for period and small t for Titan. Okay, we should change the letter depend on the moon. How much? Depend on the moon name, of course. How much the period? 15.95 days. Okay. After that, he talked about the second moon, which is Hyperion, something like this. Hyperion, which is the first letter H, as you see. And of the Saturn, the orbit has a radius. So radius means R, which is equal 1.48 times 10 to the power 9 meter. Use Kepler. So R for Hyperion, how much? RH 1.4 times 10 to the power 9. So the question asked me to predict. Predict means find or guess the or calculate the orbital period. So what do I need here? Period. T for Hyperion. Okay, in days. In days. By the way, the time will be measured in days and years. El period. And radius will be measured by meter and kilometer or kilometer. So time, days or years, radius, meter or kilometer. Okay? Three. So don't forget square and after that 3. As you see here, yes. As you see here, T Saturn divide by T Hyperion to the power square equal R Saturn or Titan divide by R Hyperion to the power 3. Now, what's given? Time given. So I will replace the numbers. Times given here, 15.95. Divide T for Heparon was missing, as you see here, to the power square, equal. Now replace the number. R for Titan was, R for Titan, where is it? Sorry, this is, the time was 15 and the R was 1.2020 times 10 to the 9. Divide RH, how much is it? Was 1.4 times 10 to the power 9. Don't forget to put power 3 and here to the power 2. Here, automatically put this in the calculator and calculate that. Make the division and leave the power first. When you make the division and the power over here is still there, you will have 0.8243. After that, put it between square and put it to the power 3, make it to the power 3. You will have it 0.560. And after that, put the square for each element, or as you see here. After that, we will do cross multiplication. TH will go to this side and 0.56 will go to another side. So TH square, you will have division as you see here. 15.95 square divide 0.560. So because there is a square over here, I will put root as you see here. I put root to this division. And I will calculate full amount. Root 15.95 square divide 0.56. At the end, you will have the answer, which is 21.3 days. Is it clear?
Kind of.
Sorry? Is it clear?
Kind of. Yeah,
No,
I'm a bit
it's not
confused.
Did you understand what I talked about?
Nope.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Mm.
Then, not a lot. What do you mean not a lot? I didn't
Like
get
kind
you.
of. Kind of.
Kind of. زين شو عندك information you had to put it here in the given. تمام?
Yeah.
Convert the information to letters. Read yes. What is the meaning of read yes? R.
R.
تمام? R. But which letter for R? Titan.
T.
Take the first letter, T. Correct? Haperon. And the period. What is the letter for the period? T. Time.
But can letters change depending the
Yes, depending on the question.
Okay.
So the first step, did you get me? Letters TT هنا. هذه R وهذه time. Both of them following Titan. Did you get me?
Yeah.
I first step. Both of them following Titan. زين. بعدين عندك full stop هنا. Can you see this? He's talking about another moon هنا. تمام? All of you, did you get me?
Yes.
The second step.
Yeah.
Hyper. The second step talking about another moon. What is the first letter? H. So now we will take H to put it in the information. Orbital radius. So R, write it small or large, same. R, H. How much is it? 1.4 times 10 to the power 9.
Yeah.
But here only gave you R. There is no time for Haperon. There is no time. You have to find the time for it. Time for H, it's not given. So you have to do what? Find it.
the time.
Right? You have to find it. Then, what should I do? I will go to the formula. Make a division for 2 times and 2 radiuses. 2 times for 2 different moons
Good.
and 2 radiuses for 2 different moons. Tamam? Maybe somebody will ask me, which moon should I start with? The first one, the question start with. He started with Titan. يعني Titan will be A. So TA means T Titan. The first moon he talked about. Did you get me? So
Yes.
TT divide TH.
H.
Then after that RT divide RH to the power 3. Don't forget R to the power 3 with T to the power 2. Did you get this information? You have to keep this formula in your mind. A T power square with R power 3. Tamam? What I have to do now to replace the number?
Replace the numbers.
And after that, to what? To make cross multiplication and add roots. Tamam? I should add root because I have square or cube. Tamam? Now, second step. Second step, how much TT?
عندنا English.
12:05. English supposed to start. Then, how much the time?
English شو نسوي الحين؟
12:05. Listen, 5 minutes for English. Stop shouting. So, I will give you one question to start solving and check your understanding. Okay, I will send you one question only. Try.
Okay.
Try, and we will keep going with this. Next lesson, I will give you question and formula, and you have to solve. Give me the answer, and I will show everyone the answers. Okay? You will calculate and tell me how much is it. So you can practice by your hand. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.